Thank you for checking my guide. For the complete text guide and hole-by-hole videos, check the links in the description down below this video. Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.
On hole number 1, we're gonna go with our big topper, and we're gonna play with the katana. Don't go with more than power 4 ball, which is the old power 2 ball, because you're gonna adjust into the middle line, especially in king wins. We're going with here with 7.5 topspin. You can go with 7.6, 7.7. We're gonna be basically kind of the same. I'm gonna play the red ring for big topper level 6 and 7 by the rough with the ball guide, second bounce of the ball guide into the center of the next fairway. The adjustment here, it's maximum plus 5% P2. And then we're gonna adjust and center the ball as best as we can. Try to hit this one perfect because the accuracy of the big topper, it's not so great. If you do have a Taurus hammer, you can definitely use that. Please adjust with the big topper first and then swap to the Taurus hammer level. I think 6+ will gonna be enough for the topspin. So you can use that for better accuracy. For our approach shot, we're gonna use our Hornet. We're not gonna need it because we're gonna place. Make sure you note down your drive distance because you're gonna need it for the second shot. Make sure you go, let's go on hard for, I'm always going hard when I'm saying to go with a set amount of spin. So hard for top spin, free left spin. I'm gonna play the blue ring by the rough on the left side and the right side of the ball guide touching the left side of the pin. After having the placement set in, we will gonna adjust here plus 10% with the slider from the drive distance. In my case, it was 41% for 327 yards. Pull straight over the bullseye, center the ball, and hit perfect. This we're gonna go into the hole for a nice eagle. Good luck. Welcome to hole number 2. Here we're gonna go with our extra mile to set our landing position, which is inner ring by the rough, and then the second bounce is just to the right side of that rough. We're gonna go with 2 right spin and 1 top spin, and then we're gonna adjust here max plus 10 P3. After doing the adjustment, I'd recommend you swapping the clubs to a rock, because all of the rocks we're gonna have the distance and the top spin for this one to work. Even with 5.4 miles an hour wind, I was still not in plus numbers with extra mile, and we're gonna be just fine if you're swapping to rock. Here I didn't swap, but if you don't swap great left and great right, you risk to be into the rough. With a rock, you're not gonna risk that thing. You're still gonna be on the fairway and still have a chance to drop the eagle. We're going with the middle wall right curl as well for this drive. We're looking to get about 337 yards. On the approach, we're gonna use our grizzly, and we're gonna perform a fringe fairway check, where fringe meets fairway. I try to see it over there, but this one is plus 2 yard mark. Plus 2 yard mark, we're gonna give you 60% slider. We're gonna adjust here 15% downhill. Place free backspin, and then tip of the ball guide at the hole. Always pull over the bullseye and try to hit perfect. This is gonna give you a good chance of dropping in the eagle on hole number 2. Good luck. On hole number 3, we're gonna go with an extra mile. We're gonna go at maximum P3 stretch and have half of the red drink into the rough on the left side. After that, we're gonna go with 3 left spin and 1 backspin, adjusting here max plus 10 P3. If you have an extra mile level 8, you're gonna have to push up 1 yard. If you have an extra mile level 6 and 7, you need to push up 3 yards. After doing the adjustment and the push up, if you need it, we're gonna go with full overpower and max left curl max left curl for extra mile level 7 plus. If you have an extra mile level 6, you're gonna need more side spin because you're not gonna have the enough curl to actually make this one work. We're looking to get between 344 yards to 352 yards. For the approach, we will gonna apply one backspin. It can vary, this one. It can be from 1 to 2 backspin. If you're very close to the rough, leave at least the red ring by the rough and then just add more backspin and not go further. We're adjusting here plus 10% with our drive distance. And here we were at 346, so we played 17% slider. Adjust your rings, center the ball, hit perfect, and this will gonna drop nicely for an eagle. If you want to have less shakiness on your drive, I suggest you use a better power ball than power 6, but try to keep the same wind 6 resistance on your shots. Good luck. On hole number 4, we're gonna go with an extra mile and a zerk. Place your inner ring at double plus 15 yard mark if you have an extra mile level 9, double plus 16 if you have an extra mile level 8, and double plus 18 yard mark if you have an extra mile level 6 or 7. Apply 3.5 backspin together with free right spin. The adjustment here is max plus 10 P5. And after doing the adjustment, we're gonna go full overpower and 0.7 ball of right curl. We hit it a slight great left. It'll just gonna clip the rough and roll out. Perfect will always gonna be either on the fringe, on the bottom of the hole, either on the nice on, and you're gonna have a putt to do it. A great right might have a longer putt, but it's still reachable to drop it for an eagle. This is a perfect shot, and we're just gonna go over here. Sometimes we're gonna be on the fringe, sometimes just on the nice on. Easy putt from here. Try to hit perfect on the putt, and we're gonna end up with an eagle. Good luck. Welcome to hole 5. We're gonna go with the big topper and the katana. We're gonna place, if you have a big topper level 6 and 7, we're gonna be with the red ring by the top rough and the blue ring by the left bunker. And we're gonna adjust here 0% P3. Apply 8 topspin and 3 right spin, which is one less topspin bar than maximum topspin. And after doing the adjustment, we're going to go with 0.8 ball of right curl. You need to hit perfect on this one. The big topper does not have a very good accuracy. You're looking to get between 366 to 375 yards, but sometimes you can get a dead bounce. There's no problem. It's 2% by slider per yard. If you are getting a dead bounce, you're gonna have still the table for your slider in the guide. On the approach, we're gonna use our drive distance in our favor, and we're gonna go with one backspin and the ball guide at the pin. Here I was trying to find some references, but the best one is to actually either count the rings from in, which I actually did, but to be easier with that, we're just gonna go with the drive distance because the drive will gonna go directly towards the pin. So we're gonna be fine. Here I counted 37 rings from where I was, and I'm gonna go slightly on the left side. This is because I did 0.1 more adjustment, having in the app plus 20 instead of plus 15, which we're gonna play over here. After doing the adjustment, we're gonna center the ball and hit perfect. Even with that 0.1 more adjustment, it's still gonna drop, like you're gonna see on the left side over here. But to make it dead center, it's actually 15% elevation for the approach shot. Hit perfect and get the eagle. Good luck. Hole number 6, we're gonna go with extra mile and the Titan. I'm gonna apply 4.5 topspin together with 2 right spin. We're gonna use a extra mile level 6 plus. If you have an extra mile level 7, we're gonna have the red ring by the rough. Extra mile level 6, we're gonna be 20% red overlapping. Extra mile level 9, we're gonna start at plus 4 yard mark. extra mile level 8 we're going to be at +5, and extra mile level 6 and 7 we're going to be at +7 yard mark. I'm going to adjust here max +10 P3, and if you pull into overpower, you're going to use that overpower as well. I'm going to go with outer wall, right curl, and then try to hit perfect. We're looking to get between 335 to 345 yards. Here we're going to get 341. For the approach, we're going to use our plus yards to determine our slider. This is better for sniper level 9 and 10 because they have the distance. If you're at +11 with sniper 9 or 8 or 7, then it's going to be tough. We're going to go with 1.5 backspin and 0.5 left spin. And after that, we're going to have the ball guide pointing towards the hole, but 1.5 green squares short. We're adjusting here 0% at slider. Center the ball, hit perfect. We have a good chance of dropping this one for an eagle, but due to the fact of being a bumpy fairway over here, we might actually not make this one so consistent. So try to hit perfect, give it a chance. If you drop it, this will gonna be a major bonus on this hole, especially on this wind. Good luck. Welcome to hole number 7. Here we're gonna go with the extra mile and also a Kingmaker or Kingslayer, depending what ball you can use. I'm going at double +1 yard mark with the inner ring by the rough for extra mile level 9. And here I went with 4 topspin, but I strongly recommend you go with less, go with 3.5. It's always easier to count rings from min than to actually play from the rough. I'm gonna see what I mean in a second. This is the longest where I went. We did practice it multiple times and we were not as close to the rough, but when I went live, I was actually very close to going the rough. We're adjusting here max +10 P3, and after doing the adjustment, we're going to go full overpower and 0.7 ball of right curl. Hitting double grades will never going to be safe. We're going to be into the rough on the left side. Great right has more chances to be safe than great left over here. But this was the longest I went in all our testings. I was a lot further away from that rough line, but yeah, it always when you play live, something gets changing, isn't it? For the approach shot, it's simple. Find your min line, and from that min line, just push the rings until your yellow ring, it's at the intersection between the fringe and the nice on, and also having the ball guide through the hole. After that, place spins as needed to have the ball guide through the hole. For me, it was about 0.5 left spin with about 2.2, 2.3 of backspin. Place it in the center of the pin and adjust here 15% downhill P3 with 1-to-1 per ring for the slider. I was counting about 5 rings over there from minimum distance, so I went 5% slider. Pull straight, center the ball, hit perfect, and we're always gonna end this one dropping for a nice eagle. Good luck, and do not forget to place just 3.5 topspin on the drive. Welcome to hole number 8. Here we're gonna go with our extra mile and a zerk. At maximum stretch, we're gonna go with the bullseye at the rough bunker intersection. We're adjusting here max +10 P5, and then we're gonna push up 9 yards for extra mile level 9. We're gonna be 10 yards for extra mile level 8 and 12 yards for extra mile level 6 and 7. If you don't have over 6.2 miles an hour wind, which will gonna be the lowest wind that you can play this hole, we strongly suggest you go with a wind 0 ball. Apply just 4.5 topspin, you don't need more than that, and go with full overpower. A great right, slight great right will gonna be safe, and slight great left as well. You'll be totally fine, and usually in a wedge distance towards the hole. A perfect shot, it's usually about 80% slider from the pin. A slight great right will gonna be about 75, and of course a slight great left will gonna be about 85 to 90% slider. For our approach, we're gonna use our rapier rule. First, we're gonna determine the slider with a perfect shot. I was about 80% slider, so I played with my rapier rule with full topspin, 15% downhill P5 at 80 divided by 2, which is 40% slider. Play the spin, make sure the ball guide goes through the hole, and then I'm gonna adjust and hit perfect. This is an easy way to get hole number 8 to drop for an eagle. Good luck. On hole 9, we're gonna go with our extra mile. Gonna place at P5 max rest, the ball guide not hitting at all the tree to the right side. After that, go with 4.5 topspin. If you have more topspin, you can go with 5 and 2 right spin. After doing the adjustment, it's easier to push the rings because we're gonna have the tree in the face. Push your rings over the bullseye. Elevation, like I said, it's 15 P5 for the drive. After doing the adjustment, we're gonna push up 10 yards for extra mile level 9. We're gonna be 11 yards for extra mile level 8 and 13 yards for extra mile level 6 and 7. Do full overpower and max right curl and hit perfect. If you hit perfect, you're gonna be close to the green. Slight grade left and slight grade right was also safe. Unfortunately, they were gonna clip the rough a bit and we're gonna be a bit shorter, still in wedge range for getting this one to drop. Because of the glitchiness over here, if you're in the wedge range, I do not recommend you go with the full top pin over here. Go with regular EB school, even if you're using a rapier or an endbringer. The elevation will gonna be 20% P5. Good luck.